And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set up. 90 Wolf. There. Switch it. Come on, switch it. They go.
Throwing on first down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jones now. Off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
It's just me and you. Watch safety creep.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Check back 50. I'm here all day. Mike's 50. Five. Hey, Mike 50. Five.
Throwing Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, Echo. 50's the money. I'm coming after you. Lee Griffin.
Here's Jones. Throwing on fourth down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 60 yards. Look. Squeeze. Check. Get it.
Here's Gallman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On the ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Lucky. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Yes.
On second down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Go. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Go. Here we go. Ready?
Now Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Go.
They run on first down with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Alpha.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Look at me. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. There. Now.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Zoo. Hey, Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Okay, baby, I see you.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Austin's got it left side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch the safety creep.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with three tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gallman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Here we go. Man left. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Key 8. Smooth. 50. Mike 50. You go night.
On 3rd and short, they try and pick it up through the air. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 43.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go. Check, check, 47. Check, 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 check.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Jackson now, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
5-7. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check, 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 check. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go, D. Ready?
Jones, a final shot before break. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the first down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like the adopter with my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike's 47. Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kareem Martin. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they worsen? Successful in getting 3, or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now! Motion! Hey! Mike 50. We don't want this. Stick. Hey, lock it. Hurry. Check. Hot.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go. 8-3. Get ready. Shoot.
Now Jones to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, exit. Watch the slant. Hey, Mike 50. Hit it.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. 57's the mic.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
1 sec. 47. Check back 47. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Throw left side complete. It's Austin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go. Do this.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
50's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Get up.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, wahoo! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, Delta. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
50, Mike, 50. Let's get the ball.
Ready? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up.
Go out.
Check 52. Check safety, check safety.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion.
On second down, it's Jackson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
50, 50. Mike 50. You gonna get this, boy?
Hey!
You think you gonna get this?
Jones to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out right at the 25. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Out. It's free.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Giants' 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defensive